Dubai property prices have gone up more than 60% in some areas since 2022. And now, with thousands of new apartments and villas coming up in next few years, every expat investor is asking the same question. Is the Dubai property bubble going to burst? If you make the wrong move today, you could overpay some 15%, get stuck with property you can't resell, or end up in off-plan project that won't give you an exit option. But if you make the right decisions, you will be on the side of investors who ride the next growth cycle, not the side that get crushed by it. So in this video, I'll break down what the real data says, where smart money is going, and how you can position yourself correctly for 2026 and beyond. Let's start with the numbers first, because most people are talking about oversupply, but very few people are actually looking at the real data. First, yes, a correction is expected. Many reports are pointing to a moderate correction of up to roughly around 15% in some segments between 2026 to 2027 and 8. Around 25,000 apartments have already handed over this year alone in 2025. That sounds scary, but it is not a disaster, it is just a warning to be more selective. Second, the market is actually shifting. Nearly 70% of the transactions right now are off-plan. Secondary market supply is tightening, which means people who already live in Dubai prefer staying in their own homes. Rental renewals are up by roughly around 70%, which tells you tenants are not moving around. That is stability. Overall, this is not a bubble bursting, it is the market becoming more mature. I have discussed in details about the crash and boom in this video, link is in the description. Now that we have understood the supply, let's talk about where demand is actually moving, because this is where most investors get it completely wrong. Smart money today looks at three fundamentals: quality, scarcity, and long-term fundamentals. The quick flip mindset of 2020 or 2022 is over. Back then, you could buy almost any off-plan project and resell it in 1 year or 2 years. But today, developers are launching every month, if not every week, lot more off-plan projects. So you must be very careful and selective. There are three locations that are heavily marketed right now: Maritime City, Dubai Island, and Port Rashid or Emar Mina Rashid. I have personally sold in all these three areas. They are good long-term projects, but they are not quick flips, which you have to understand. When I sold in these areas earlier, the prices were hovering roughly around 2,000 to 2,500 dirham per square feet. At that price, almost everything makes sense. But today, in many of these projects, prices are already roughly around 3,000 to 4,000 dirham per square feet, and they will go even further higher as developers keep launching more and more launches and phases. At these new prices, you must ask, where is the growth actually going to come from? If you are an end user or you want to live there, then yes, these locations can work. You get a waterfront lifestyle, new buildings, and long-term potential. But if you are coming in looking for a quick capital gains in the next 1 or 2 years, you have probably missed the market or the best entry point. These are new communities. The real growth comes later, when the roads are ready, the shops are open, and the whole area feels complete. Dubai Island may take until 2030 or even 2033 to fully mature. Maritime City around 2029 to 2030. And if we talk about Emar Mina Rashid, because it's a low-rise boutique community, the maturity is around 2028 to 2030. If you buy here, think long-term. Now, let's talk about where smart money is actually going. The best performing properties continue to be in master communities built by major developers like Emar, Miras, Aldar, Dubai Holding, or Nakhil. These communities offer better planning, better infrastructure, and most importantly, long-term demand. People want to live in them. Palm Jebel Ali is one of the strongest example. It's massive waterfront development, double the size of Palm Jumeirah, and at an early stage. And this is not a 2 or 3 years play. This is 7 to 10 years play. Other strong long-term areas include Emar's new Grand Polo, Emar Oasis, Acres by Meras, Dubai Hills expansion. So, what do these places have in common? They are big communities developed by trusted developers and focused on villas and townhouses, which are limited in supply. Roughly around 16% of the total supply of Dubai real estate. The apartment market in Dubai is getting very competitive. Business Bay, Creek Harbor, and multiple new areas are building apartments endlessly. Apartments still make sense, yes, but the investor must be more selective because supply is rising fast. The long-term vision is strong as the city grows outward. Let's talk about something most investors actually overlook: the new coastline between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. This stretch of land is becoming extremely interesting. Developers like Imkan, Oracle, and others are building luxury villa beachfront communities right along the water. A 5-bedroom villa with nearly 5,000 square feet can cost you roughly around 6 million dirham. Waterfront land inside Dubai is extremely expensive today. Developers are expanding actually outward. The real questions come: who will actually live here? People who work between these both cities, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, people who want a quieter lifestyle, people who want a beachfront villa but cannot pay 20 or 30 or 40, 50 millions inside Dubai. This area will become more valuable over time because the coastline is limited and the lifestyle is actually elevated. Let's talk about Abu Dhabi, a market most people ignored for years. Abu Dhabi is becoming very interesting for investors for a few reasons. Payment plans are linked to the construction, supply is controlled, land allocation is regulated, and tourism is actually growing. Projects like Hudayriyat Island, Saadiyat Expansion, and Yas Island are offering waterfront properties at around 2,500 or 3,000 dirham per square feet, while Dubai waterfronts are already 3,500 to 7,000 plus dirham per square feet. That's actually a very big difference. For many families and investors, Abu Dhabi offers long-term value, stable growth, and a quieter lifestyle. As Dubai becomes more expensive, Abu Dhabi becomes more attractive. Now, let's discuss one more opportunity: buy, renovate, and flip. This is a big part of my business. Many investors are no longer interested only in off-plan. They want something more controlled and profitable. Renovated villas in communities like Meadows, Arabian Ranches, Emirates Livings are performing extremely well. People in Dubai want turnkey homes, fully modern, fully upgraded, and ready to live in. And the demand is huge. But we only work with projects which is over and above 10 million dirham because the competition in this space is intense. So let's summarize everything. Number 1, look at master planned communities by strong developers. Number 2, explore new coastal opportunities between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Number 3, don't ignore Abu Dhabi. The value is strong and regulated. Number 4, renovation offers great return if done correctly and in timely manner. Number 5, think long term. Dubai is no longer a 1-year or 2-year flip market. That honeymoon period is over. The biggest mistake investors can make in 2026 is not a crash, it is standing still. The market is changing. What worked in 2020 or 2022 will not work in the same in 2026. The people who win in this cycle will be those who adapt early, those who understand the data and position themselves for the next phase of Dubai's growth. Dubai is not slowing down, it is actually evolving, and if you evolve with it, you won't just survive, you will stay ahead. If you want a personal one-on-one consultation with me to plan your 2026, link below in description, and watch the next video where I break down which locations to avoid and which one still offers strong potential.